Hello, welcome to another episode of the Deck Durdle. So we're up to Dissension, and as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to change the format slightly. So this will actually be the last episode for a while. It's not to say I'll never do it again, of the current run of the Deck Durdle. I'm going to finish up with Dissension, and then going forward I'm going to sort of amalgamate the Deck Durdle and Commander Fodder into Commander Durdle, and the idea being that I'll use a card pool drawn from the particular set that I'm doing the set musings on, probably a card pool of around 10 to 12 boosters, and then use that as my seed, if you like, for building a commander deck. So those sort of two individual episodes, episodes will become one, and that will go out on a Thursday instead of Wednesday. So Set Musings goes out Monday, and then this new Commander Durdle episode will go out on a Thursday, and then that'll open up me to try some other stuff out on the channel, some of which might be the occasional physical card video where I'm sort of going through and doing some stuff I've done before, you know, like Land Ahoy's type stuff, or some of the ASMR like artwork only deck sleeving videos, which I know of someone's commented they'd like to see one of those again. And some other stuff as well, based on some other sealed product that I have at my disposal. So either stuff I've opened already, or I do have a few things that are still unopened, which I've been saving. So that's the plan. So yeah, this is the last episode for a while of the Deck Durdle. It looks... So as you know, if you've been watching the other ones in this block, I've been having fun and games with this set. What I'd been attempting to do is to build around the different guilds to limited success, and I'm still trying to exactly decide on this episode what line to go. I was going to just build around the 3 guilds, but it looked not good. One of them looks quite strong actually, so I think what I'm going to do is build a Simic deck, and then see how that pans out, and then sort of go from there in terms of what other decks I decide to build in this episode. I am tempted to try a 5-colour thing. As we got deeper into the block, I did notice that for various reasons there are some cards in here which do lend themselves fairly well to sort of green 5-colour. But we will see how that looks, and I'm going to get a better idea as I start to sort of filter out these. So I think what I'm going to do first of all is just going to go through and just take out regardless the cards that I just don't want to play, see what I'm left with, build a Simic deck anyway, and then hopefully based on what I've removed previously, it'll give me a better idea of whether I want to build a 5-colour deck, or whether I just want to persevere with trying to build, what would it be, a Rakdos deck and a Azorius. So yeah, let's just... I mean, I've got plenty of fixing here to do 5 colours if I wanted to. That's the thing. So we'll see. In the meantime, let us start sideboarding some stuff. Actually, no, sorry, I'm going mad here. There was something here that I wanted to turn up 2 creatures. Okay. Remove all cards in your hand from the... Okay. So I could build a pretty untap target creature that has an activated ability with tapping its cost. Okay. It activates unpowers tool unless it's unblockable. Okay, let's just right. I'm going to go for the Simic deck first of all. I think there's just so many possibilities in here, some of which are not so good. These are interesting. Target creature that has activated kills it. Okay, we'll see what we get, if anything can go with that. Let's just put these in order. 3/3 for 4. Leave it in there for the moment. See, I'm looking at these and already I'm going, well, maybe I do want to build around the guilds. Oh well, like I say, I'll decide as I'm going along. I just noticed there's quite a few flyers in blue and white. The only, if we're using the rat catcher, I think the only thing it can find is that. Oh no, that's not right. Oh, rats and gobble rats. Okay, interesting. Okay, I could do that maybe. Okay, I'll try and not make the same mistake I made last time in the total card. So I need to get this down to 25 because there's already 2 land here. Right, take out the wrecking ball. We're a bit weak on creatures. 4-1 for 4. A player other than bronze form shiner controls it. That player sacrifices it. Is there a way of giving that to another player? Don't think so. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so it looks like I'm doing some sort of enchantment creature deck here. Let's just put this in. So we've got some graft stuff going on here. Well, there's plenty of fixing going on. Wow, that's a really low curve. Right, so I don't know if I want to be running quite so many Utopia sprawls. So I've got 2 Simic growth chambers. Okay. So that gives a creature shroud. It's problematic. So turn 4. I'm trying to think how many cards an opponent would have in hand. Whether that would even be. I suppose if you got lucky, I want to sideboard that. Okay, that's card draw, but everybody gets it. That gives me vigilance. This one. Puts mana cost your mana pool. God, there's some wacky stuff going on here. Power 2 or less. Okay. Can't attack or block. So really that just acts as a way of giving counters to other creatures. Okay, let's see what this deck looks like. I'm just looking to see. nothing. I suppose I could play, well I could actually play the Dovescape. Thinking about it, I didn't think about that. That's easy to forget, yeah, don't forget that you can play them in a blue deck. It is 3 blue though, that's the only trouble. Yeah. Players and all creatures. Okay. But for the purposes of goldfishing the deck, doesn't really do anything. Okay, let's have a look. Right. So just ignore that. So roughly green and blue equal. Okay. Oops, green. Looking for green cards. Forest. Islands. Revnica. Oops. I notice it does that weirdly. It doesn't like it if you sort of... It doesn't like it if you correct the spelling halfway through. Weird. Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. Well, it's a shame we don't have a forest, but we do. So basically, oh, now we have a forest. Okay. Right. Well, see, the problem with this is it comes into play tapped, and yeah, see, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to get the Simic Initiate out. So I'm going to play green, we'll tap it, get that out. That comes with a counter on it. So that's 1/1. And again, I've said this in previous episode, I'm not going to bother tapping these. You just have to trust me that I'm not putting out more mana than I have. We assume that was been tapped, and that's why I'm not tapping and untapping it. Okay, so we do draw. Okay, so we've got now this. So I suppose what I would probably want to do is So I'm just trying to work out how clever I want to get. So really at the moment this is all just about setting up my mana. So I could tap these down, get the signet ring out, and then bounce one of them back to my hand and play out this. Or I could play this on itself. Play this on that forest. Chosen colour text minimal. Okay. Tap that down and then just bounce this back untapped. But I wouldn't have the signet out. Let's just play out the signet. So I played out that tappy tappy, and then play this out and bounce back that, I think. And of course that would be in play tapped. Now, of course, I would be attacking with this on that turn, this turn, so I would have done damage. Right. I probably want to make something a little bit more unblockable. As I've noticed so far as well, this is all pretty slow. We get this out. So I've got a number of different options here. The mana's building up quite nicely actually. But nothing really that I want to put this on, that's the only thing. So obviously what I could do is tap this, cast this, and put it on there. Let's just put it underneath. Okay. 2/2 for 4 that we can sack to add mana. Actually, that would be cool for getting out that enchantment. I'm thinking about it. 4. So yeah, so we have more than enough mana to play this out. But bear in mind is I would want to sack it. But if I play a multicolour spell, I can get it back. So yeah, this is super complicated. Yeah. Oh, there's my dovescape. So basically, I could get that enchantment. That's interesting. So that enchantment comes out, and as soon as that happens, I'm not going to play very deep on this because this could get really tedious. But I'm just going to see what's sort of coming up. So we've got some interesting stuff going on here. I can sack this out to generate like 3 blue mana. And then that comes back into my hand because I'm playing a multicoloured spell. That's cool. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, that works. Okay. This is a bit more of an interesting deck actually. But it doesn't... Goldfishing doesn't do most decks justice. But that's... yeah, there's a lot of tricksy stuff going on here. And once this is out, whenever a player plays a non-creature spell, counter that spell. That player puts X/1/1 white and blue creature tokens with flying into play ranks. So you can counter your own spells if you want. I could do something crazy like recast that. No, it's a non-creature spell, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if I've got anything high mana cost, but yeah. Just thinking out loud here. So now we've got Simic Ragworm. Okay, so things are looking good. So this starts the stuff. It's not too bad actually. This doesn't really do... oh no, this is okay. It's the other one I'm thinking of. 3/3 for... so yeah, so now things are starting. Okay, so we're good. So yeah, a bit of a slow off them, and now we're just going to get loads of forests. So yeah, we're sort of suffering from lack of creatures a little bit, but it's interesting deck, interesting interactions going on here in this deck. So interesting to play. I don't know how good it would be. Yeah, but certainly, yeah. Okay, so that's that deck. What I'm going to do, I did create some copies earlier. See, now I see in this, I'm tempted to actually cycle through the stuff. Let me, like the guilds, because I think, I don't know, I don't have the brain to do a 5-colour deck, to be honest with you. I don't think currently. Okay, so here's one I prepared. This is when I was thinking about going through the guilds. So let's work with this. Let's just keep that up, I suppose, because we did it for the 2 other episodes, so why not? So let's just... now what I can do here is return all creatures blocking or blocked by a target creature to their owner's hand. Fog effect. No, hang on. Mass bounce. See, what I was thinking is with these, you can just play the bit that's on colour and not worry about the other one. So should I be for a multicoloured... ow. Oops. It's alright, it's in an annoying place. I can't see it. Let me just go into it, I just want to see. Search your library for a monocolour card, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. Okay. Of which we have multicoloured. So we have Dubscape. Bear in mind I've got that shielding plaques in there which I could technically play. I don't know whether this is going to do anything. Nope. Okay. Next one damage will be dealt to target creature to another target creature instead. I suppose that depends a lot on like how many one toughness creatures there are in the set. And you get to draw a card off of it. There's a condemn here as well, which is our removal. I'm just going to take that out. Card draw. Does not untap during its controller's untapped. Okay. So we want that. Does that help me? So I've got 3 lands here, so I definitely need to cut these back a bit. Well, let's just take that out. Interesting combat trick. Sideboard. Okay. 3 cards. Let's just get this in CMC order. Pretty low curve here. 2 for 2 is flying. It's got flying, isn't it? Wow. 2 for 2. Flying 1 for 2. Target creature. Take out one of those. If opponent is returned to your hand, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. Don't know if it's going to be a thing in this deck. I suppose there could have been some interesting interactions with the other cards, but I'm not sure if I wanted to do that. Tap down. I can get super annoying. Just play one of those. Okay. Look at my stats. Oh, yeah, roughly equal. Just play with this. Interesting. I think we've seen quite a bit of the guild land, so let's just play with these snazzy new unset artwork things. It's quite good actually when you play testing; they really stick out. Got that right? Yep. After last week's disasters. Okay. 1 planes. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff going on turn 2. Okay, what the hell? Oh, another planes. Fair enough. So, what would I want out here? Well, I suppose for the purpose of gold fishing, that please. Bit of a problem on the island front here. So we'd swing with that. It's definitely going to be a lot more combat-y. Play that out. Obviously, next turn. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. I suppose at least we're swinging with this. That's 3, 1, 2. Can't really do anything with this. Oh, an island. Cool. Right. So what do we got? 2, 2. 2, 1. And an enchantment. Okay. So let's swing with these first. And then what will we cast out? Got 2, 2 or a 2, 1. Or this. Interesting actually. Oh, I can't even do that. Damn it. Oh, might as well play that out. Done, draw a card. Defender with flying for 3. But when it blocks, you sack it. Okay. Okay, so swing with my stuff here, all my flyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then probably just play up that. Oh look, our friend. And then really, yeah, so this swing they're dead. So yeah, a bit grindy. Let's have a look. What do we got? Oh. Yeah. Slow, unfortunately. So the good thing with this is there's a ton of flyers. Okay. What the heck? Let's do Rakdos. So change of plan here. I've dropped the 5 colour idea. Let's just go in and do our Rakdos thing. I think I didn't. I wonder if I kept one of the copies unaltered. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, good. Okay. I did start to do it. So let's just see what Rakdos looks like. Obviously the other thing you could do, and I don't know whether there will be, so you know, you play 4 colours, sorry, not 4 colours, you play 3 colours to leverage some of these cards. The other side of it as well, that might be a possibility. There may well be a red-green deck in here. Does anything. I'll put it back in if I notice anything in here, but wrong thing. It's colour. I haven't got really anything that's good for. Right, leave that in at the moment. Okay. See, the problem I'm having is it looks like most of my good stuff is probably on the lower part of the curve and is mono-coloured. So my problem I tend to find is, obviously if you're playing a 5-colour deck, it's slower getting out, so by the time you get all your mana out, your you know, lower cost creatures are going to be massively overpowered. So I don't know whether there's anything like, you know, higher casting costs, which would be, in terms of creatures, which would lend itself well to that sort of strategy. I mean, I'm fairly happy with the 2 decks so far in some ways. I mean, I think it's just one of those things that the set tends to be slow, and if you can manage to build a fast aggressive deck, then you probably at an advantage. But it's all sort of down to the draw. See how this interacts. I was curious to see this rat catcher, our whole rat's shenanigans. Right, so now we've got 3 of these. I only really want one of those. Yeah, we'll lose that. So with this we've got to get down to 26. Okay. I think for the purposes of gold fishing, I'm going to cut this back because I'm obviously assuming that my opponent is not getting any creatures out. So, just in the interest of, I'll just keep 1 in there. I don't know if I want to play that. Right, it's back at it. So a curve is probably dreadful. Seem worse. We got 6 4-drops. Right. What do we like stats wise? Probably, yeah, slightly more black this time. Okay. A little swamp. And a mountain. Yeah, something like that. Right. Well, looks like we're going to be playing around with lands initially. Till we can get something to put that on. So yeah, at the moment suppose I could leave my options open until I'm sure I'm not going to get any 2 drops. Yeah. See, I'd tap that. Right. Okay. So what we do is, yeah, I see what we do now. We get, play that, so red, black. Do that, play that, suit that up. So now we have, what's that, 3-2, which is just going to keep attacking. Okay. And then we can get on. So I'll attack with that first. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else here. Okay, 4-2, right. So 1, 2, 3. Well, play out my enemy of the guild pack. We got tons of mana for that. So that's cool. Draw a card. Psychotic Fury. Okay. So, yeah, I would. Let's, oh, damn it! It's not a multicolour creature though. It's a pity. That's where it would have been cool if I'd had this out instead. Oh well. Maybe next turn. So 7. That brings you down to 10. Play that out. Draw a card. Play Swamp. Play Psychotic Fury on that because it's multicoloured. That's now a 6/6. So that goes out. So, yeah, they're dead. Okay, this is an interesting deck. Okay, so let's just try this. Yeah, not too shabby. The key thing with this is just knowing when to play these for maximum effect. Yeah, actually this is probably the best episode in terms of all the decks that I built there. Weren't too bad. That's particularly cool with a that aggressive. Saying there's not more copies of Riot Spikes. I don't know how many there were actually. Let's have a look. Maybe there is. I didn't pull out multiple copies, did I? No. Oh, there was 2 copies of it. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, well that was actually quite interesting after. I'm glad I didn't try and build that 5-colour deck. Just in the end stuck with doing the guilds. So yeah, I quite enjoyed all of those. So we got the first deck was definitely one of those, you know, very dirtily messing around, but suddenly generates a ton of mana. You start getting larger creatures out. The white-blue deck, of course, had all the flyers in it, so you've got evasion there. So as long as you can get those out, and a lot of them were 2-drops, that's pretty cool. And then this one, if some stuff comes out, you know, just right, so with the 2 riot spikes and equipping it to kill suit cultist, that was pretty cool. But your main problem, yeah, or that you got a flying 3, yeah, flying 3/3, which is quite cool. You know, turn 2. These are, you know, turns them into 4/3s. So yeah, that was nice. Okay, so there we have it. As I've said, next week, slight change up. This will get merged into the commander fodder, so the deck building will all be around basically commander decks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying. Yeah, we tried it. I did try it out before, where I sort of based my commander fodder stuff around stuff from a card pool, although when I did it originally it was just one of the rares or a couple of rares. With this, the whole point is that I'm going to use you know, the idea with 12 packs is that's the amount of cards I'd normally used to, I don't now, but I used to open originally. When I opened paper product, was I always opened, you know, a fat pack, so around 10 cards plus a couple of extra packs, somewhere around there. It was always around 10 to 12 packs, so virtually going to do 12 packs and then use that pool as my you know, my seed for my commander deck. And so it'll be very much done in Architect here, so I'll be doing, you know, the first bit won't be dissimilar to this, in that I will feature the bit where I'm sort of selecting cards for the seal, for the seed. And what I'm also hoping will happen is that because of the cards I'm opening, we'll get a legendary in there somewhere. So that's the thing, is to, if I get a legend, then I build around that. If I don't get a legend, then I'll see, I might regenerate the card pool, or till I do, maybe. I don't know if that's a cop-out, or maybe just pick a rare, which is like I used to do, you know, pick some build around rares. And then obviously I'm going to go through the whole pool and just see if there's any cards that synergize well, but also sort of belong in that seed, in that fodder pool, if you like. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, which will be the actual regular commander fodder for Dissension. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.